Hiya, I'm Taryn de Vere and I'm going to show you how to make a really easy no-sew mask, and also it doesn't use elastic either. Well, it uses a bit of elastic, but it's just hairband. So the reason that I tried to find something like this was because it's really hard at the moment to buy elastic because it's so much in demand. And so I was trying to figure out how could you make a mask that kind of looked good, that you weren't going to need to buy elastic for. So this is all just using glue. You'll just need a few things for it. So you'll need 2 hair elastics, a headband, you need 2 buttons. It doesn't really matter what the buttons look like because they're kind of covered when you use them. You'll need some kind of flowers for your decoration. You need a hot glue gun and some glue sticks. You need 2 types of fabric preferably. You can just do this with one, but they do say that 2 types of fabric is better. And so I actually just cut up a sheet, and then I had a bit of nice fabric around the place. But there's loads of different places online where you can buy bits of fabric. So the other good thing about this mask is that you can wash it, so you can reuse it, or you could make a couple and reuse it. But plus it just looks really fabulous, so that's kind of the best thing about the mask. So as well as and you could change different types of fabric as well, so you could change this up, but it kind of matches, so it's a matching mask and headband. And that's actually, the headband is the thing that holds the mask on. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to get your underlying fabric. Now I'm using cotton because it's breathable, and if you have pinking shears, then this will save you a lot with the sewing, because when you cut it with these pinking shears, the little serrated edge, it means that it won't fray. But you know, it's also, a bed sheet is a lot, so I wouldn't be too worried if you don't have pinking shears. I wouldn't worry too much about that. So what you want to do, try and measure it, how much you're going to need, is kind of go just behind your ears and up to the other side behind your ears, and then you'll know kind of roughly whereabouts you want to cut. So I'm going to cut there roughly. Really doesn't have to be very neat, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. You're going to cut up, I'd say that's around about 20-25 centimeters, and then cut straight along to meet the edge, and that's going to form the kind of under part of your mask. You also need a mirror, because you'll need to keep looking in the mirror to check and make sure where you're putting the different parts and making sure that it looks okay. So we're going to fold that over, and what I'm going to do is fold it a little bit on one side, fold it a little bit on the other side, and that's going to form your kind of your main part of your mask. So, and then what we want to do is get some nice fabric that's going to kind of cover over that and just look a bit nicer. So I've got this great spotty fabric, which is around about perfect size. So you want to make it just a little bit bigger maybe than the stuff that you already have. It doesn't need to be too much bigger. I'm using the wrong scissors. Okay, about maybe 1.5 times the size of the other fabric that you cut. I don't really do things in very exact ways. It's all a bit make and do when I'm making it for myself. So I'll put this here and lay it on around the middle, and then fold over so that you get this nice covering. And apparently it's much safer to have 2 types of fabric as well. So this is where our little ties come in. You're just going to tie your tie on the end and just turn it once and tie it again, and then do the other on the other side. So you've got something like this, like a little sweet. And then what you want to do is you want to try your headband on, Now this is the bit where you need a bit of to look in the mirror, because you're just going to want to see where just above your ear, make a little dot on your headband so you know where you're going to stick your buttons. Now, got a couple of buttons. They're a bit ugly. I couldn't find any gold ones, but you know, we're making do. So I've got my hot glue gun good and hot, and there's my little mark. So dab with the old hot glue and stick my button on. And the great thing about hot glue guns is they just dry really fast, set really fast. So another dab on that side, and you have to work quickly with them though because they set so fast. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at how I'm going to decorate my headband to match my mask. So I found these flowers, which I think are quite fabulous. So I'm going to cut these off and use them to decorate. Maybe I'll use these end bits, I don't know, I'll cut them off and see. And decorate this and make myself a beautiful floral crown. Because, you know, we want to be safe, but we also want to be fabulous, right? So find the biggest flower you have. These are all roughly the same size, but you know, you might have different ones to me. And you want to stick it kind of in the middle. And again, it's just hot glue gun. And then you might want to do the back too, to make the back look nice. I always like making my backs look nice. So you'll need a couple of more flowers for the back. And you just dab along your hot glue and cover over the back. Make the back look pretty as well. There we go. Okay, so